So we're told that this positive integer n is added to each of the these three integers. Questions, what is the value of n? So statement 1 says 69 plus n and 94 plus n are the squares of two consecutive integers. So the condition is 6. Let me see if algebra helps here. This is x. 94 plus n is x plus 1. But they're the squares of two consecutive integers. So it's x squared. I have to watch out for that. So we'll see if that helps. So this is if I do the expansion. 94 plus n. I know x squared is 69 plus n. Just have to see if we get a unique value. I mean, you could do a trial and error, but let me start with algebra, less effort. 69 plus n, I'm replacing that. N drops out, 69, and that's 25. 2x plus 1 is 25. 2x is 24. X is 12. X is 12, which means I can find what n is. 69 plus n is 12 square, 144. N is 144 minus 69, so that's 3175. So I do have a unique value. You can, of course, also confirm. If you add 75 to this, that's 144. Add 75 to 94, 189. Or did I add it 90? Why am I adding 95? Okay. So these kind of mistakes, usually that's a suspicion because that had to be a square of a number. And again, I kind of knew that it would be 12 and 13. So this is 12 squared, 13 squared. So 1 alone is sufficient. Statement 2 says 94 plus n and 121 plus n are the squares of two consecutive integers. So I can kind of guess again as like n is, let me use the information from statement 1. So that's 169. So square, that's 13 square. 14 square is 196. So if I add 75 to it, that works. So again, I'm going to get 75. Again, I will get a unique value. Using that same approach earlier, which is 94 plus n is x squared. This would be x plus 1 square, which gives me x squared plus 2x plus 1. That is 94 plus n, and you'll notice n drops out. This is going to give me 27, and 2x is 26, x is 13, indeed matches. So I will have a unique value, and then correspondingly, once I get a value for x, I can find what n is by substituting. 94 plus n is 13 squared, 169, and that difference is indeed 75. So each statement alone is sufficient. So it's an interesting problem. I mean, something I haven't seen on the GMAT. So it just requires a setup. I mean, this is kind of what came to my mind. I'm sure there's other ways to do it, perhaps guessing or... but this is what came to my mind, putting this kind of a structure, and that did help. So that I don't have to stress thinking about, what specific examples are, which is typically harder to do under pressure. So I guess I'd recommend you to kind of recognize how to set this up. So to recap, the answer is each statement alone is sufficient. Answer D.